It has 96,155 miles on it. I'm gonna need a new car here eventually. Welcome back, Little About a Lot. We're back at it again with the old 2014 2.5 liter Chevy Impala. So I replaced, if you see some of the other videos that I've done a few things to this thing, and so we had a code pop up, P0013, P0014, something like that. And so I kind of looked up what it is. It is the intake and exhaust camshaft position actuator VVT solenoid. And so this is for the 2.5 liter, which is this one. And I got both of them on Amazon. And I got it for $31.99 plus tax to get them here in a day or two. The electrical connection right here wasn't coming off, even though I took the little white tab out here, and so it just wasn't compressing enough, and so I just took some those pliers and kind of gently pushed down on it a little bit, and it basically popped off. And the engine's still hot. We just got done, coming back from somewhere. So this is the exhaust and intake. Both of mine were lighting up, so they're not super expensive to replace. So I thought might as well go ahead and replace both of them. So we'll start with this one. This is the exhaust side, and so we'll take a 10mm bolt here, and we'll just loosen it up. Ooh, it's hot. Use a glove here because it is hot, hot, hot. We're just gonna hopefully just pull this thing out, maybe. There we go. All right, well that's kind of what you're looking at here. Doesn't look damaged, but you just never know. So I'm just going to place it back in the same direction. You really can't mess this up, I don't think. You kind of have to put this where it lines up with the screw hole. Let's just see if we just can insert it real nice and easy without scratching anything. Kind of clicks in there. Awesome. Put this back on. Don't over tighten it. Slide this sensor back on. You click, push the lock back on, and that side is done. So now we're going to have to take off the air intake here. I think I'll just pull this one off and pull the whole thing out. I think it has a couple clamps on it, but well, let's see what I can do. If I can just access kind of this area, maybe I can pull that up. Let's see if I can take this one off and just pull it up, and so that way I can access it to pull it out that way. $10mm bolt as well, so that's kind of nice. Okay, there's that. Let's see if I can get this thing off without using pliers. Oh. Got it. Alright, take the 10mm bolt out of this one here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Looks okay. So got the old one and the new one, they look exactly alike, same part looking deal, so I think we're gonna be good to go there. The end flange is the same. So put this one back in, looks like that way. Should get it kind of close. Pops in. Use the bolt that comes with it. Push it in. All right. Put the clip back on here. It snaps. Put the little clip back there. Put my bolt back on my air intake. All right, put this back on here. Tighten back up. Put the cowling back on, the engine cowling here. This is kind of getting in the way a little bit. Okay. Is that T30 for one of them? So it looks like these are going to replace them. It looks exactly like I just pulled out. So all I did was took a T30 bit, took the 3 screws off the top of it, put a piece of paper towel into the oil deal there, into the oil fill, so nothing can get into it. So I'm not going to drop any ding parts into it, and then we'll have to take the whole engine apart. So I've seen some people clean these before, but I thought, well, for $32, I might as well go and replace them. It's got 90,000 miles on it. And so it just seems like some of these parts are failing. I did change the oil about 2 weeks ago. And so I read that maybe that has something to do with it. It's asking for a 5W20. I put full synthetic every single time. And I haven't had any issues. So maybe there's something to do with the oil viscosity, but I just, I don't know. It's got 90,000 miles on it. I've changed it the same thing since I've started 5W20 synthetic, the whole time. And haven't had any issues until here, 80-something thousand miles plus. So the engine's just getting a little bit older, so it needs replacement parts, which is fine. So 3 bolts taken off the top plate there, put the paper towel in it. I removed the sensor. I got the other sensors here. So these are the 2 sensors here. One has a black plug and one has kind of like an off-white, nude looking plug. And so I'm going to take the black one here and plug it into the exhaust side, which is the one I just removed, and then I'll actually have to take out the air intake, pull that off so I can access the intake part of it, and then I'm going to do exactly the same thing. That 10 millimeter bolt, pull it out, put it back in, plug it in, and then I'm going to erase the code with my little machine here. If you don't have one of these little diagnostic machines, I'll tell you what, this has saved me a ton of time. It was like $25–30 on Amazon. This is the MaxiScan MS300. I use it on my Ford F-150. It's a 2013. This is a 2014 Chevy Impala, and it works for both of them. And you really just kind of turn the ignition to the on position. You scroll it, enter it, it tells you the code. You look up the code, you order the part, you put the heart on. So this thing has been it's been really great. It really has. And then when you go in there, then once you replace the part, you can go in there and erase the code that's showing up, and then hopefully it doesn't pop up again. All right, so I think it's still going to show the code. And so we're going to throw this on. And it's going to turn on. And then I'm going to enter. It's scanning it right now. And reading it. Then I'm going to scroll. I'm going to go to erase. Yes. Erase done. Alright. I'm going to turn it off. Then we want to put it back in. Start it. The code is gone. Seems to like it so far. So we'll drive it for a couple days. And if there's any difference here and it comes back on, I'll put it on the video. After you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, comment on the video, and I'll see you later.